When we talk about adventure motorcycles, there's one name that has always stood tall, and that's the Honda Africa Twin. Ever since its introduction, the Africa Twin has earned a reputation for reliability, versatility, and true go-anywhere performance. But now, Honda has taken things in a slightly new direction with the launch of the 2026 Honda Africa Twin 650, a machine designed to bring the adventure spirit to a wider audience. Today, we're going to take a deep dive into this new motorcycle, look at its key features, explore its performance aspects, analyze the design elements, discuss its price point, and uncover what makes this bike unique in the crowded middleweight adventure segment. The Africa Twin 650 is not just a smaller sibling of the legendary 1100 version, it's a motorcycle built with a very clear vision. Honda wanted to create an adventure bike that feels manageable, lightweight, and approachable, yet still offers the toughness and spirit that the Africa Twin name carries. And looking at the 650, it seems like they've hit the sweet spot between power, comfort, and capability. Let's start with the heart of the machine of the engine. The 2026 Africa Twin 650 comes with a 650cc parallel twin motor, liquid-cooled, fuel-injected, and tuned to deliver smooth but strong performance. Honda has engineered this motor to produce around 75 horsepower and close to 65 Nm of torque, which might not sound as massive as the big Africa Twin, but for a middleweight adventure bike, these numbers strike a perfect balance. The bike is quick on the highways, responsive in the city, and, most importantly, tractable enough to handle off-road trails without feeling intimidating. Honda has also made sure that the engine retains the character that riders love about the Africa Twin lineup. The power delivery is linear, which means you don't get sudden surges that might throw you off while navigating tricky terrain. Instead, you get a predictable response that builds confidence whether you're riding over loose gravel, climbing a rocky slope, or cruising at triple-digit speeds on the highway. One of the standout aspects of this bike is Honda's focus on versatility. The Africa Twin 650 is available with both a 6-speed manual gearbox and Honda's renowned DCT, or dual-clutch transmission. For those unfamiliar, the DCT is an automatic-style gearbox that allows you to enjoy seamless gear changes without a clutch lever. Riders can still switch to manual mode if they prefer to control gear shifts with paddle shifters. This is a feature that sets Honda apart from most of the competition, as very few brands offer such advanced transmission technology in the adventure segment. The DCT makes long rides less tiring and urban commutes much smoother, while the manual version keeps the traditionalist riders happy. Now, let's talk about suspension and ride quality, arguably one of the most important factors for any adventure motorcycle. The Africa Twin 650 comes equipped with a long travel suspension system. At the front, you have 43 mm shown upside-down forks with full adjustability, and at the rear, a Pro-Link monoshock that can be tuned for preload and damping. This setup provides excellent absorption of bumps and rough terrain, keeping the rider comfortable and the bike planted. With ground clearance sitting at around 230 mm, the 650 is well prepared to take on rocks, potholes, and uneven surfaces. The wheels are spoked, designed for both off-road durability and highway stability. The bike runs at 21-inch front and an 18-inch rear setup, which is the standard for serious adventure motorcycles. This gives it better handling off-road, especially when paired with dual-purpose tires that Honda supplies as standard. Braking duties are handled by dual-disc brakes at the front with radial calipers and a single disc at the rear, supported by dual-channel ABS. For riders who want more off-road flexibility, the ABS can be switched off at the rear wheel to allow better control on dirt. Honda has also worked on rider aids, making the 2026 Africa Twin 650 a very tech-forward motorcycle. You get selectable riding modes: touring, urban, gravel, and off-road, each mode altering throttle response, traction control, and ABS intervention. Riders can also create a custom mode for their preferred setup. The traction control system is Honda Selectable Torque Control, which allows multiple levels of slip depending on the conditions. Additionally, the bike features wheelie control, rear lift control, and even cruise control for long-distance comfort. Moving on to the design, the Africa Twin 650 carries forward the rugged, adventure-focused DNA of its bigger sibling but with a slightly slimmer and more compact profile. The bike has a tall stance, a high-mounted windscreen, and sharp fairings that channel air effectively while giving it a muscular look. The twin LED headlights with integrated DRLs bring a modern aesthetic, while the body panels are kept slim to make it easier for the rider to move around while standing on the pegs off-road. The seat height is adjustable between 830 and 850 mm, which makes it approachable for a wider range of riders compared to the tall Africa Twin 1100. The ergonomics are upright, with wide handlebars and a neutral foot peg position that ensures all-day riding comfort. Whether you're tackling long highway stretches, weaving through traffic, or maneuvering over rocky paths, the Africa Twin 650 feels like a motorcycle that adapts to your needs. Technology doesn't stop with riding modes and safety aids. The bike features a full-color TFT display with smartphone connectivity, allowing riders to access navigation, calls, and music. The interface is intuitive, and Honda has included both Bluetooth and USB-C charging ports to keep devices powered during long rides. Another useful feature is the adjustable windscreen, which can be tuned for better wind protection depending on the rider's preference. Now, let's discuss the fuel capacity and range. An essential element for adventure touring. The Africa Twin 650 comes with a 19-liter fuel tank, which, combined with the efficient twin-cylinder engine, offers a range of nearly 400 kilometers on a full tank. That makes it perfect for long-distance touring without constant fuel stops. When it comes to weight, the bike tips the scales at around 210 kilograms for the manual version and slightly more for the DCT. This makes it lighter than many big ADVs while still being sturdy enough for highway stability. The weight distribution is well managed, so the bike feels balanced even at low speeds. So what about the price? Honda has priced the 2026 Africa Twin 650 competitively to make it accessible for a larger audience. Depending on the market, the price is expected to start around $9,500 to $10,000 for the base manual variant, with the DCT model costing slightly higher. This pricing puts it directly in competition with bikes like the Yamaha Tenere 700, Suzuki V-Strom 650, and KTM 790 Adventure. But Honda's unique mix of technology, reliability, and comfort makes it stand out. The unique selling points of the Africa Twin 650 are clear. First, it offers Honda's bulletproof reliability and worldwide service support, which is crucial for adventure riders. Second, it combines advanced features like the DCT transmission, customizable rider modes, and electronic aids rarely seen in this class. Third, it manages to carry the legendary Africa Twin spirit in a package that's lighter, more approachable, and more affordable than the 1100. For riders who dream of owning an Africa Twin but found the 1100 too big, heavy, or expensive, the 650 is the perfect entry point. In conclusion, the 2026 Honda Africa Twin 650 is more than just another middleweight adventure bike. It's a gateway to the Africa Twin family, designed for riders who want genuine adventure capability without breaking the bank or their backs. It's refined, versatile, and packed with features, while still being rugged enough to handle the dirt. With its combination of power, comfort, technology, and iconic design, this motorcycle has all the makings of a bestseller in the adventure segment. For anyone considering a bike that can take you from your daily commute to cross-country touring and into the wilderness without skipping a beat, the Honda Africa Twin 650 is absolutely worth a serious look. It's the motorcycle that brings big adventure dreams into a more accessible reality, and it proves once again why Honda continues to lead the way in the adventure bike world.